Welcome, I'm Kelly.
And I'm Lawrence.
And in today's episode, we'll be talking about stadium race prep. We're gonna start off with some warm-ups first. So Lawrence is gonna go against the wall, and we're gonna work on some ankle mobility first. This is part of the warm-up to prepare you for stadium racing, okay? So Lawrence has his feet staggered, left heel behind the right, and as he pushes his right heel down into the ground, he's gonna take his right knee towards the wall. This is really gonna help with ankle mobility here, and he's gonna hold it for about 10 seconds. Relax, and then do it again. We're gonna do this 2 to 3 times on the right.
Now you want your knee, you don't want your knee pointing in, and you don't want your knee going out. You want it going right over the middle toe.
Awesome, Lawrence. And then switch sides so they can see that other one. So this is our first warm-up. It's for ankle mobility.
Keeping both heels on the ground. Now if it feels easy, just move your foot a little bit further back from the wall, all right?
Avoid letting that left heel lift off the ground though. We want to make sure that left heel stays on the ground.
You're driving that heel into the ground.
So that's our ankle mobility, and for the next one, we'll go for some hip mobility. That's going to be our next warm-up. Lawrence is going to lay down on the ground, and we call this a happy baby pose. He's going to lay flat on his back, hug his knees in towards his chest.
Finding that neutral spine, making sure that lower back is on the ground. You don't want to have any arch in between, no space in that lower back. So if you have any of that space there, go ahead and tilt your pelvis up just a little bit, get that lower back on the ground, and you lift your knees up.
Perfect. So this is a great stretch for the hip and also adds mobility to the hips as well. You're gonna hold this one for 10 to 15 seconds, let it go, and then pull it in 2 more times. And the last one is going to be a bridge. Okay, so bridges here, an excellent warm-up for the core, glutes, and it's a great stretch for the hips as well. So you just relax your back and your neck on the ground, palms face down on the floor, and you just lift your hips up. You can advance this stretch and add to this mobility by lifting one of your legs off the ground and holding it for 10, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, switch feet, Lawrence. Awesome, and back up. So this is an advanced bridge. So you can do it with both feet on the ground, and if that challenge is not quite enough, of course, you can lift one leg off the ground to make it more challenging, okay? Awesome, Lawrence. So those will be our 3 warm-ups. Now we'll move on, and we'll do more stadium race prep. The first exercise that we're gonna do is a kettlebell goblet squat carry. So Lawrence is gonna grab his heavy kettlebell, hold it like a goblet, so he's gonna grab it right underneath, and we're gonna take 10 strong steps. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. As soon as he gets to the 10th step, he's gonna drop and go right into 10 walking lunges. You really wanna move these fluidly from one exercise to the next. 10 walking lunges. When Lawrence completes his 10th walking lunge, he's gonna go over to the treadmill and give me a 400-meter run right away. After that 400-meter run, that will complete 1 round. He gets a 2-minute rest, and then is gonna complete it 2 more times.
Yeah, 2 more times.
Perfect, and how'd that feel?
Feels good, feels really good. I like
Awesome. Now we go into our second set of exercises, which starts with 5 heavy weighted pull-ups. Gonna do 5 of these. Now, since we don't have weight here, what we're really gonna do to add fatigue, simulating the race feeling, is focus on coming down slowly on the negative.
So I'm gonna make sure I come into a full dead hang, pull myself up, and then come down about 3 to 5 seconds. Come down, make sure I go all the way into that dead hang. Make it feel as heavy as possible, pull myself up, and then come right back down nice and slow and controlled. Really focusing on that true strength.
Yes, so we want 5 total of these. So it's a heavy weighted pull-up, or you can focus on the negative like we're doing here on the weight ball, right? And one more, Lawrence, is 5. Perfect, and from there we go into our 60-second farmer carry using water jugs. Now, since we don't have jugs here, we can also simulate that feeling by using 2 25-pound plates, and Lawrence is using the pinch method to hold it.
Walking it out for 60 seconds. Now pick up a weight that's gonna challenge you, something that you can do for 60 seconds, but 60 seconds feeling challenged. That's the goal here.
Yes. You do this here for 60 seconds. You get 2 minutes rest where you recover, and you repeat this round again 3 times. Notice his shoulders are down, his chest is up, his core is in tight. Awesome job on that. Perfect. And from there, we're ready to go into our last set of exercises. For our last circuit, we'll be doing a hip chipper. The hip chipper, this is going to be our
This is just like your stadium race, guys. It's the hip chipper. You have a five minute buy-in off your rower, and you buy out 5 minutes on the fan bike. Right. Do not take your time. It's all high intensity. It's everything you got the entire time.
And by buy-in, we mean you do this one time to buy into the circuit. So you go over to the rower one time, you row for 5 minutes, and we're looking for a goal of about 100 calorie burn in 5 minutes.
Absolutely.
Right from this 5 minute row, you get off of the rower, you come over and you give me 30 hand release push-ups. Lauren's gonna show them what those look like. So down to a push-up. Notice his hands come up. Lauren, slow that down so you can see the hands lift, down into a push-up. These are hand release push-ups. We complete 30 of these. 30 hand release push-ups. Good, Lawrence. Once Lawrence gives me 30 hand release push-ups, he stands up. You stand up, you pick up your ball, you're gonna give me 30 ball slams. Show the form and talk about what that feels like.
Now, bringing the ball up over the top of your head, squeezing your core all the way down. Notice, I didn't let it drop and then pick it back up. I'm trying to catch it on the bounce. I'm wanting to save as much time, use as little energy as possible. So try and catch it on the bounce. Notice, I'm also not rolling my spine forward to pick it up. I'm staying low inside my squat, keeping my chest up. I'm facing outside. I'm looking exactly at what I want. Popping back up, boom, exploding.
Awesome. So
driving the ball through the ground. Don't drop it. That's not a slam.
Awesome. So after his 30 hand release push-ups, he's gonna give me 30 ball slams. Then you're gonna put the ball down, and we have another set. We do box jumps to step downs. 30 box jump to step down. So landing quietly, stepping down with control. We do 30 of these. 30 of these. After these 30 box jumps to step downs, Lawrence, awesome job. We're gonna do one more of those just so they can see the form perfectly. Awesome. Come down, 30 burpees. 30 burpees after this.
Chest touching the ground, pop up, jump up.
How you feeling, Lawrence? It's a lot of cardio, a lot of endurance, a lot of strength. Remember, this is stadium race prep. This is go time. So you really want to simulate the feeling of a race and the fatigue that you would get, right? And working through it. After he gives me his 30th burpee, he has a buyout. The buyout is a 5-minute bike on the fan bike to cash you out of this workout. That'll be your last one.
You hit it,
so right from these 30 burpees, you go over to the fan bike, you go 5 minutes.
Knock it out as fast as you possibly can. Just get it.
Just get it done.
Just get it done.
Awesome. And that'll complete our episode of Stadium Race Prep.
Yep, Stadium Race Prep, guys. Remember, no mercy. Get in there, hit it, knock it out as quickly as you possibly can. High intensity, rest when you can, when it's in there, and then just keep hitting it the best you can. Get in and get out.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Thank you guys for watching.